Gloria. The ring. It chose you. Use its power to defend our universe. Become one of us. Become a Green Lantern.
What happens now?
You go look for trouble. Brightest day. Blackest night.
So the Green Lantern is the spirit of the Green Man, the ancient horned one of the forest. Hiding behind the green curtain or the green mask, we have the shapeshift.
Wow. I know, right? Woo!
And boy, do they try to convince us about shapeshifting. Exactly like the Emerald City of the Wizard of Oz. The green fertility, and then we have the shapeshifter. He's the green man behind the green door. And in the Traveling Side Roadshow, we have the fortune teller of Marvel, who shapeshifts back to the wizard behind the green curtain. And then we have the green magic fertility ring, which comes from the Lord of the Rings, Saturn L. And that's why the vow and our oath is with the symbol of the ring. And notice that he wears his gold fertility green ring on his mid-L finger. The middle finger is the finger of Saturn L. And that's why we use it to flip someone off and say, fuck you. Like the Texas bull beast himself uses. So now let's take a look at the logo of the Green Lantern. So we find the object within the sacred symbol of the circle, and the obvious L even, or the 11, the 101, which is an ancient symbol used throughout time. The sacred portal, or the port of L. And that's exactly why you'll notice that there is an hourglass, which is the symbol of time, inside the magic circle, or the Ouroboros. And of course, the symbol is supposed to be the image of a lantern. And a lantern is something that gives us light or illuminates the darkness. You see, the lantern is a symbol of guiding souls to the underworld. And the moon is like a lantern or a torch for the nighttime sky of the underworld. And of course, Diana, the moon goddess, is known as the torchbearer, she that bears the light, the goddess lantern in the sky, exactly like the Statue of Liberty or the goddess of the underworld. The poison apple of the city of the underworld that is illuminated with lights at night, which of course is called Time Square, which is the magic symbol of time, or the sacred spiral of the rabbit hole. Inside the fire fertility of the torch and the tarot, we find the card number 9, which is the Hermit, which is old Father Time himself, Saturn L. Or should I say Saturn 9, like 9 lives. And you can find his statue at the Hard Rock Cafe, and you'll find his image on the legendary Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven, which is actually a story or a song about a stairway to hell. And he has the magic of flight, or the air, exactly like Saturn L. And the leader and the king of the superheroes is Superman. And once again, we have the fertility of the green kryptonite, which is a green crystal shard. So the kryptonite, or the kryptonite, which is the death tomb of the nighttime, and that's why Superman is weak and can die with the kryptonite, because the nighttime is the death tomb, or the crypt, for the sun, because it's the time for the moon, the nighttime. And then we have Lex Luthor, who is actually the light of Lucifer. And remember, the color for Venus, the penis, is the color green. And that's exactly why the Statue of Liberty, or the goddess of the underworld, is painted in green. And you'll notice that the sacred shard, or the kryptonite crystal shard, is in the shape of the L, or the penis, the fertility of Saturn L, or the obelisk, which is the ancient asteroid stone or pillar that fell from the sky, the monolith, or the Mecca stone, the Kaaba.
In one tragic moment, that world was destroyed. But there was one survivor. Because of the wisdom and compassion of Jor-El, because he knew the human race had the capacity for goodness, he sent us his only son. His name is Kal-El. He will call himself Clark Kent. But the world will know him as Superman. This year, Superman brings you the gift of flight. Superman, the movie.
So of course he has the gift of flight, and he wears the red cape of death, because he is the killer, the destroyer, like his epic battles with Captain Marvel. And did you notice that his name is Kal-El, which means the light or the soul of El, the Black El, which is the father god Jor-El, Superman's father. And of course we're talking about a love story. And notice the midnight seduction, or the abduction. Exactly like the midnight visit by Peter Pan, and then he abducts her. Which is the whore flying away with the beast, which is like Zeus when he abducted Europa. So we have the golden sun, Superman, who has a girlfriend called Lois Lane. And Lois means the lux, or the light, the shine of the moon. So once again, we're just talking about the sun and the moon. And then we come to the symbol of Superman, the S, which is the golden sun fertility of the serpent S. And the S is inside of a pentagram. So Lex Luthor is the dark, evil villain trying to kill the sun, Superman. The classic battle of evil and good, or day and night, winter and summer. Thus the green lightsaber and the red lightsaber. Thus Superman returns, which is the recycle. And when Superman gets mad and angry like a bull, he gets the power from the bull god himself, Saturn L, the blood of the bull, who controls time.
It is forbidden for you to interfere with human history. It is forbidden.
Notice the rings like Saturn.
It is forbidden.
And the Superman for the TV series was George Reeves. Supposedly he committed suicide near CeeLo Drive, where Sharon Tate was murdered on her ritual sacrifice.
Welcome back. The year was 1959 and the headlines came as a shock to us. Superman was dead. The actor George Reeves had apparently committed suicide. And the lethal weapon wasn't kryptonite. It was a speeding bullet. There was immediate skepticism surrounding the death of George Reeves. His own mom, for example, hired a private investigator who reportedly found 2 extra bullet holes in his bedroom. And then there was this close friend who wouldn't buy the conclusion of suicide.
I went to the mortuary the next morning and saw the wound and saw my friend.
Art Weissman emphatically discounts suicide.
George apparently went to bed around midnight.
George apparently went to bed around midnight.
And when the clock strikes midnight, it becomes the 13th hour, because we are always